Athletic Ground to bring you the return of one of the most storied teams in English club rugby history to this level of competition as Richmond host Chinnor.
From all the learning that we do on that. But it's also nice to have rugby back in such a historic place. We're a short stone's throw away from the place where it all started in 1864 when Richmond played Blackheath in the first ever game of rugby.
First scrum, first penalty to Richmond. Additional penalty kick attempt at goal here with big number 8 Xavier Hastings having to come in and just hold on to that ball, blowing around on the tee in the wind, but no problems at all for Callum. A restart. Last time they put it a bit too long. It was easy for Richmond to take and easy for them to clear. More competition on that one as Harry Dugmore came flying in from the Chinnor chasing pack. There'll be time here. Flat from Chamberlain in the midfield. So the Richmond defence just regather themselves here, but Chinnor not giving them a moment before that knock on, where Ronnie Durant on debut. They managed to go down the flank here through Josh Adams, deciding to go to Captain Carter to feed this one for Chinnor. He won't need to in the end. Free kick. Been into Richmond's red zone already as the rain starts to join the wind here at the Richmond Athletic Ground. A picky stays on the pitch here, given they're on the same team.
Well, they've now shaken hands and made up. I'm sure everything's fine.
So last scrum where Chinnor were feeding, we didn't get to the feed because there was a free kick awarded. This time it goes all the way through and ends up with defensively really well, which means that Smith comes running back against that, and that's good ground gain, good momentum for Chinnor. Now through the hands of Campbell, he's up to the 5 metre line, and Chinnor knocking on the door for the... Walker will be licking his lips as he throws in and moves to the back of the maul. He'll be waiting for the ball to be tucked under his arm and driving for the line. Richmond keeping them all up on this occasion and keeping it where it is as well. So the peel from Chinnor. The attempted jackal there. Abona on the right wing does really well, managing to clear that bouncing ball up and gaining a few metres off it as well. Good physical defence coming in from Chinnor. Game for this famous old club. Good hands from Obona, and Kitson weaves around, and this will be the first score of the game for Kitson and Richmond. They think they're over. The referee is going to have a look. He's closest. I believe he's... For the time being, he's not asked for Scott Hall's assistance, holding that ball on the tee. He took it so quickly. Takes his time, hits it low, hits it hard, and that one nearly making it over the hedge of the car park. Scrum holding firm, neither side giving an inch at all. Very little ball has come his way as there's some confusion there. Nugent not expecting that ball to come into his side, expecting it to come into his hands, but Richmond's the home side return to the champ in really...
Lads turning up for training every week, so we've got a deep pool.
A long season ahead for both sides. Game 1 of 26 of the regular season, and then playoffs either for promotion or to avoid relegation to come. The man in the 10 jersey for Chinnor, who was continually kicking penalties down towards this touchline. However, when he did it, the Chinnor line-out functioned really well. On that occasion, the Richmond line-out not able to win their own ball. Trying to unlock a gap. Chinnor certainly on the front foot here, and their best chance of the match so far. On to Smith, and he has Goss outside him. There's acres of space, and in a not too dissimilar area of the field to Richmond's opening score. Has dropped for the moment, and he's judged that one to absolute perfection. A late curl of the ball from Kieran Goss around his left flank. A man who can play anywhere in the back three. I'm told he's also a man that can talk through this match. Now Savianea, quick hands from him to Grieve and Kitson. A half break there. And a groan again coming in from the home supporters. They felt that.
Steady, and we see some good attacking play from the backs because they've looked good when they've had the opportunity.
Kieran Goss, that was to prove to be his wins in 15 games, saw them to 8th in that one. A season later, they found promotion to the championship. A defence showing that they are every bit as accustomed to this level as towards the line once again. The referee's going to get in there. They are still short. Will the ball come out to Grieve? No, it doesn't. It doesn't need to. Darting over the line is Luke Jones, the replacement scrum half.
More games for us, I think, than for any other club. His dad is an international.
He was directly in front, and he does slot this one. It is not going to be enough for Chinnor to get the comeback win, but they do secure the losing bonus point. However, it is a triumphant return to Champ Rugby for the home side. This historic club